Sourdough. Top scorer Divine Mubama again leads the line with Matty Henderson-Hall and Ashton Muir in support. Visitors come here with a couple of alterations from their last game. They include the former City player Tyler Fletcher in their lineup. Top scorer Ethan Wheatley has netted 9 goals, while winger Ethan Williams is back into their lineup after a 5-month loan spell at League Two, Cheltenham Town. So a place in the final of the end of season Premier League 2 playoffs is at stake. The winners will face either Crystal Palace or Southampton. The losers will end their season. And remember, extra time and penalties may loom large if these two pretty evenly matched teams cannot be separated in 90 minutes. And that looks to me like it should be a corner, and indeed it is. City with an immediate chance to examine United from a set piece. You can just see it came off Heskey and then bounced off Devaney. Corner goes deep. City try to win the initial ball and the second one. And then Heskey has a crack. Had to take it very, very quickly on the half volley and just skied it. But an early sighter for the Blues. And yes, if you are wondering, Jayden Heskey is indeed the son of Emile, and his brother Regan is on the bench should he be required. Kone played it forward, an early touch for Spike Brits in the City goal. And you'll see the way that City play, it will mirror that of the first team, possession-based. They'll ordinarily like to play through the thirds. And it is one of the reasons why it is normally such a seamless transition for young players to make their way through the academy and then up to the first team. And the likes of Rico Lewis has certainly benefited from that. And of course, Nico O'Reilly has been the most recent beneficiary. City under pressure though, and Elaine loses the duel with Wheatley. And the chance is on for United. The cross came in from Williams. It will be kept on by United on the far side. The only part of the pitch that is still bathed in sunshine. Very different temperatures on that side of the pitch to the ones on the side of our cameras over here. Probably about 4 or 5 degrees different, I would wager. Those on the far side squinting their way through the early spring sunshine. Ben Wilkinson has certainly had a transformation of this side. They finished 23rd in the Premier League 2 table last season, and of course therefore missed out on the end of season playoffs. This time they have qualified for the playoffs as winners of the group stage. Ben, of course, was the under-18 coach for many years, guiding them to under-18 Premier League titles and of course the FA Youth Cup last May. His position have now gone to Ollie Rice, who has guided his team to the FA Youth Cup final, where they were beaten by Aston Villa, who they again meet in the national final playoff, having won the North table and Villa having won the South. So those two teams will meet again imminently. We don't actually know yet the official date of that fixture. So a second corner for City in the opening 4 and a bit minutes here. Henderson Hall goes over to maybe hit one short to Jaden Heskey. Looks as though he's going to ignore the short one and go straight in. And it's gathered by Eli Harrison in the Manchester United goal. Quite a few of the United squad have been in and around the first team. Many of them have been on the bench without getting a nod in both the Premier League and the Europa League. So although the vast majority of the players are 18 and 19, they are knocking on the first team door, as indeed Max Allain would come into that category. It was him there who burst forward. And there he is to win the ball back. Simpson Pazet, who of course has played for Pep Guardiola this season. Allain pops it out to Muir. Okeke. I think he hit that out of play for a goal kick. It's good football from Allain. Really good run from inside his own half, taking players on in the process. In the end, he had a swing at it. United managed to get it away. Here's Agunay, the Manchester United captain. Jackson. Kokoni helps it on. Away by Simpson Pazet. Heskey gives it in back. Here's Brits. Now Simpson Pazet. Allain. Returns it back to his captain. Muir. Referee gave the free kick. City have taken it hurriedly. Muir battling away with Devaney. Cross comes Agunay. Here's Muir. Gray can't quite get to it. And then he manages to dispossess Wheatley. Here's Allain. Allain has Samuel just inside of him. Tries to bring in a longer ball to Okeke. Kokone. And it goes to Devaney. Now United have 4 or 5 coming forward here. One of them is Scanlon. Tries to get the return ball from Fletcher. Son of the former Manchester United player Darren Fletcher. It's good football from United. Wheatley. Agunay. Dangerous ball in, but cleared by Simpson Pazet. Good attack from United, plenty forward in it. And in the end, it was a good block at the near post by Simpson Pazet. Here's Agunay, who's been involved in first team action on a number of occasions for United. Now Jackson. Murray. And whose throw is that? City's. Henderson Hall back to Mikhail Samuel. And now a lane. Simpson Pazet. Muir. Funny. Simpson Pazet with a little bit of time to assess all his options. Brings in a lane. Henderson Hall. Samuel. A lane. Now Simpson Pazet again. Muir. Funny. Okeke. Gray. Good possession this from City, pushing United left and right. Trying to open up the space. Henderson Hall. Simpson Pazet. Little clip over the top was good, and then there's an almighty collision as Heskey was trying to get to the ball. Eli Harrison, the goalkeeper, took one, and so too did the United player running back. Dangerous ball in by Simpson Pazet, and back came Sekou Kone, and he goes careering into Eli Harrison and took a whack on the chin, it looked like, but thankfully he's okay. Well, the medical team are obliged to come and check a player when they get a crack on the head, just to make sure there's no hint of concussion. You can see it was a really dangerous ball into the box, and the United goalkeeper Eli Harrison comes forward, and Sekou Kone, the midfielder, tracks the run and comes backwards, and they both collide with each other. Looks as though he's okay, which is great news. And a battle on with Kone. So United will have the restart. Samuel, Gray, Elaine, Simpson Pazet, Elaine again. Kone is back on. Elaine towards Henderson Hall, breaks for Mobama. Henderson Hall, and it spins away and out for another City corner. A third of the opening 13 minutes. This time they do go short to Heskey. Now Gray. City will pick up the second ball with Elaine. Simpson Pazet, and now Muir. Not a bad ball in. Helped on its way. Elaine, he's done well, but United with plenty back. And there's the pass out, which offers Williams the opportunity to attack Samuel. Good tackle by Samuel. Gets it back, Williams, and on it goes to Murray. And Williams again. Kone. Here's Ogune. Devaney. Now a spell of United possession, as both these two evenly matched teams feel each other out, assessing each other's strengths and weaknesses. Here's Kone. Murray. It's not a bad ball in, but City will get it away through Funi. Jackson plays it forward, Gray wins it back. Funi. And now Simpson Pazay for City. Here's a lane. Samuel. Gray. Mubama. Funi. And now Simpson Pazay. Muir. Now Mubama. Try to put it into the path of Henderson Hall. Gray starts again by bringing in a lane. Here is Henderson Hall, and now Heskey. Crossing position. So United have plenty back covering. Good turn away from trouble by Wheatley. And he goes at Simpson Pazay and gets into a shooting position. And then Simpson Pazay gets the better of him, but it is a United corner. Good footwork from Wheatley. He got away from a lane and had decent acceleration to take on Simpson Pazay. City captain did well, and he's unlucky to concede the corner. So United's opening corner of the game in the 18th minute. Williams will whip it in. Deliberately deep corner, and it almost came off for United. It was hit by Wheatley. KK battling. Kukone. Ball in by Fletcher. City get it away up towards Muir. So United win it back with Devaney. Kone, Jackson. Ogune. Just a reminder, one way or another, someone will win tonight. Whether it be via extra time or penalties, if it's all square. United trying to find the opener, but a lane back there for the Blues. Heskey finds Samuel. Brits with time. Simpson Pazay. Great. Heskey. Blues always happy to go backwards to start again. Gray's footing betrayed him, but he still scooped it out to Simpson Pazet. Here's Funi. Gray. Lane. Looking for Mubama. Oh, and he'll get to it as well, Mubama. What a chance for Mubama. And was he caught? Well, the referee says no, he wasn't. Good opportunity for Mubama. Probably the clearest of the match, but he never really got a shot away and then just lost his footing. Here's Wheatley at the other end for United. It's not a bad ball to Kone. And now it's gone out for a United corner. Well, City with an opportunity for Mubama. Never really got his shot away, and just as he was thinking about what to do, he just seemed to slip to the floor. The referee says nothing doing, no penalty. United corner at the other end, having charged forward on the counter-attack. United goes short with that corner. Williams pops it in and Brits gathers. Lane brings in Henderson Hall. Just show too much of it, and Williams wins it back. Here's Devaney. Murray. Devaney. Similar styles of play between the two sides, both very patient, both happy to go back and start from scratch again. Scanlon on towards Ogune. Funny in front of him. Okeke was battling hard for City. Couldn't emerge with it. Fletcher. Kukone. Fletcher gives it back to him again and gets it again. Here is Tyler Fletcher. Devaney. There's a real admirable patience about both teams. Neither of them wanting to rush it, wanting to give up possession unnecessarily. Here's Gray for City. Simpson Pazet gives it him back. Funny. Gray. Heskey, Henderson Hall. Lane. Henderson Hall. Into the gap for Heskey. Well defended actually by Sam Murray. City get a corner. Clever ball round the back by Henderson Hall. City's fourth corner. Henderson Hall again going deep. Funny will keep it in City possession. Now Simpson Pazet. Right. Funny. Simpson Pazet. He just pops up for Harrison to gather. No surprise to see City having had significantly more of the ball. But, both sides have had a couple of efforts. Neither of them have been on target for the Blues. Just one on target for United. United playing their way around the City press and doing it well. Williams ball forward, cut out by Lane. Heskey. Williams with a header. Simpson-Pazet will just get things back under control for City. Funny. Lane. Oh, great. Muir. Chance to attack here. Clever ball in. Mobama puts it wide of the post. Well, he had to take it first time, and he did exactly that, but just dragged it ever so slightly beyond the post. Harrison in the United goal was always confident of his angles. th minute, still 0-0 in this winner-take-all Premier League 2 playoff semi-final as Wheatley puts the ball beyond the post. Well, Mobama hit one wide of the post about 45 seconds earlier. Now United centre-forward has done the same. I think in many ways that was probably a better chance. So a couple more sighters for these two teams. His coach Travis Binion will probably be pretty satisfied with the way his side have started the game. United lost 6 of their regular season 20 games. City half that many. Indeed, the Blues won the most games and scored the most goals, which is fitting for the team who finished top of the pile. Here's Simpson-Pazet. Okeke. Funny. Gray. Lane. Anderson Hall. Simpson-Pazet. Ball over the top from Obama again. Here's Funny. Heskey. Samuel. Heskey. Gray. 30th minute here at the Joy Stadium in this Premier League 2 playoff semi-final. Still 0-0 between City and United. Here's Heskey. Now Henderson Hall. Samuel. Gray. And Brits comes out to get City moving again. Elaine. Henderson Hall. Heskey couldn't control it, but it breaks for Okeke. Muir. Headed away by Kukone. It's a very commanding player aerially, Goodwill Kukone, the United centre-half. Seems to have gobbled up most of the crosses into the United box. Here's Mobama. Tackled, and United come away with Kone. Simpson Preze drills it off him, and it goes back to Brits. And City can start again. Okeke. Muir. Heskey had to climb, but it was just a little too high for him, and he did well just to even meet it in the end. Almost impossible to test the goalkeeper. Here's Kukone for United. Picked off by Elaine, now Heskey, and now Elaine. Samuel. Simpson Preze. Gray. Elaine. Heskey. Henderson Hall. I think a lot of City's possession has been in their own half of the field, to be truthful. Elaine wants to change that with a searching ball towards Okeke. Thumped away by Kukone. Funi climbs high. Here's Muir. Nice footwork from Ashton Muir. Now Elaine. Kicked into space, but Heskey's not going to get to it. Now Kone drives United forward. On to Fletcher. Now Ogune. Miss-hit clearance, but goes very kindly for Spike Brits. It's not been a game littered with chances so far. Obama dragging the shot wide, and Wheatley of Manchester United doing the same. A couple of other efforts have sailed over the bar from Heskey. One a header, one a half volley. Here's Elaine. Simpson-Pazet to his left. Elaine looking towards Henderson Hall, who couldn't keep it in. Well, he could. The flag stays down. And now he wins a throw. Actually, it's gone against him. Coney wins a throw off Henderson Hall. Inside the last 10 minutes of the first half. Still goalless. Place in the final of the Premier League 2 end-of-season playoffs awaits the winners. Crystal Palace and Southampton, who will be playing in the other semi-final to decide whether it will be a Manchester United or a Manchester City team looking to win the crown. Here's Elaine. He's lost it to Williams. And then Elaine won it back really well. Excellent recovery. Samuel pops it up towards Mubama. And Heskey bundled to the floor, and City do win a free kick in the end. I think Mubama wondered if he'd been fouled as he tried to spin away, but Heskey definitely was by Kukoni. Elaine to dispatch. Simpson-Pazet. Great. Nice ball to bring in Elaine. Henderson Hall. It's good coverage from United. Done well out of possession, the visitors, you have to say. City have found it very difficult to prise them open. Maybe Heskey can do something here. Helps it on to Henderson Hall. Deflection on the cross. Mubama tries to make it his, away by Ogune. Helped on by Okeke. Here he is again. Now Funi. Cross could have gone anywhere. Almost landed at a City player's foot. And here's Wheatley for United. Funi trying to win it back, but can't get the better of Ogune. Taken down well by Scanlon. Good tackling back again by Elaine. Samuel goes back to Brits. Here's Elaine. Heskey, good tackle by Murray. Kone takes it on. City win it back, but illegally. Heskey penalised, free kick to United. Heskey's attempt to win it off Kone, deemed to be illegal. It's not a bad distance away for a free kick specialist. Offers the opportunity to get it over the wall and under the bar with ease, you would think, in terms of the dip, but the distance probably means Brits will be the favourite. Let's see. Williams ready to go. And probably the less said, the better. He's a much better player than that, Ethan Williams. Last 5 minutes of the first half here, live at the Joy Stadium. In this winner-take-all Premier League 2 end-of-season playoff. Semi-final stage. A final awaits tonight for one of these two sides. As Heskey's bundled over. Heskey, Gray, Funny, Simpson-Pazet, Muir. It's a good ball. Simpson-Pazet trying to get round, just tackled at the vital moment. It's really well defended by Jackson. Look at this run here from Jemai Simpson-Pazet, and he just keeps going, the City number 4. And there he is to get it from Muir, just as he's about to unleash the shot. Really good tackle by Louis Jackson for the United defence. City's 5th corner of the first half. Oh, and it almost went through, and was that an arm? It looked like it was. Mubama claims it. Kukoni seemed to put an arm on the ball, and the referee's given the offence against Mubama. Yeah, the arm hits the ball back to the goalkeeper, but the referee has given the free kick to United. So he must have felt that Mubama had impeded either the goalkeeper or the defender. Well, there's 3 minutes to half-time. And that was a major talking point. Heskey will give chase, but Kukone will guide it back to Harrison. Clearance only as far as Samuel. 2 arms on the back of Henderson Hall. The referee says nothing doing. Now look at this again. I think the referee gives a foul against Mubama. And then there's an arm there that helps the ball back to the goalkeeper. Well, no VAR, no penalty. And here comes Coney. Helped on by Murray, and it'll be a United corner. Their 3rd of the first half. So we've had 8 corners in the first half. Not too many golden opportunities, though. Neither goalkeeper in reality has been stretched at all. And we're deep within the last 2 minutes of the first half. Williams ready to take United's 3rd corner. Again, they've gone deep. Again, City get it away. Here he is again, though, Williams. Thumped away by Elaine, picked up by Muir. Now Gray can drive City forward. The pass to Mubama's overhit. You can see how much more of the ball City have had than United. City haven't quite been incisive enough when they have had the ball, particularly in the final third. Here's a lane. With the last 35 seconds of the first half upon us. We'll find out in a moment how much added time there's going to be. There was an injury or two. Kone went down with a bang, so maybe a couple added, we'll see. Again, the ball into the channel from Obama, seen by Harrison. Just the 1 minute, in fact. Kone, lovely turn away from Henderson Hall. Fletcher, Kone. Wheatley couldn't trap it. Away by Samuel. Given away though to Kone. Good driving run by Devaney, but the referee says that will do for the first half. Both head coaches with probably enough positives as well as the odd negatives. City dominating possession, but no real clear-cut openings. And so at half-time here at the Joy Stadium, it is City 0, United 0. So we're still no nearer knowing who's going to be in the final of the end-of-season Premier League 2 playoffs. City, who topped the regular season group stage and therefore were seeded #1 for the playoffs and have had home advantage in all 3 games so far, beating Liverpool and Arsenal after extra time. And you would not rule out that possibility. It has been a very tight contest. Neither team can genuinely say they've wrestled the initiative from the other. City with more possession, but a lot of it has been in their own half, and the fact they've not tested the United goalkeeper Eli Harrison is indicative of the fact they haven't really opened United up. Referee Scott Tallis wants a quick word with the United centre-forward Ethan Wheatley. Gives him a stern telling off, but no cards brandished thus far. Simpson Pizet's clearance just to get it out from that corner. Jackson guides it back to Harrison. Kone found a ball to Murray. City trying to win it back through a lane, and he almost emerged with it. Kone thumping it away, picked up by Gray. Lane in a very high position for a centre-half and shows some nimble footwork, but in the end it was Murray that got a foot in, and Harrison with an easy gather. Fletcher. Scanlon. Devaney. Scanlon. Should be a City ball. I would have thought Ben Wilkinson had plenty of positives from that first half. As Fooney brings it forward for the Blues. Henderson Hall. United pouncing on the loose one. Wheatley all the way into the danger area. City with enough players back to ensure that no damage was done. Just struggling to get out there, the Blues. And United with a chance, and the header over the top from Wheatley. One of the best opportunities of the game, you have to say. There was no way out for Okeke, and the cross came in from Fletcher, and the header over the bar from Wheatley. A game without too many chances. That was one of the clearest that we've seen. And it really came about after City were caught in possession about 30 seconds earlier. Here's Simpson-Posey. Mobama. Simpson-Posey. Samuel. Henderson-Hall. Just beaten to it. United can come forward here on the counter. Pass is a little bit too firm. Kone will keep it in, but that's all he'll be able to do. And he floats one in to Fletcher, who hits it wide. Another half a chance. Wheatley's headed over, and Fletcher shot wide there. Didn't miss by much. This was Simpson-Posey getting himself out of a spot of bother, and he loved it. Again, City losing the ball, but then winning it back through Funi, who brings in Ashton Muir. Gray. Foul by Fletcher. Free kick to the Blues. There's the foul there from Fletcher. Pass was aimed at Henderson-Hall. Harrison gets it away with a very clever pass up to Devaney. Kukoni. Murray. Given away. City have it with Mobama. And here's a lane. Looking for that ball over the top towards Henderson-Hall. Kukoni has given away a corner unnecessarily. City's first of the second half, their 6th overall. Funny's up from the back, so to Samuel. Well, the referee's given a foul against Samuel, who is the player that tumbled to the floor. Tries to get himself free. Heskey under pressure. Guides it back to Brits. Kukoni underneath it. Fletcher. Mogune. It's given away to Gray. Can he take advantage of that mistake? Good ball. Brings in Okeke. Can Muir maybe take advantage? Cross is a good one, and Mobama heads it over. And that's City's best chance. good play. Gray brings in Okeke, and he brings in Muir, and Muir floats it above a couple of United players, straight on the head of Mubama, who plants his header over the bar and will probably feel that he should have at least got it on target. So there have been chances in the opening 8 minutes of the second half. United have had a couple, and now City have had a good one. So the threat of a goal is certainly coming more sharply into focus here. Could be one of those evenings where the opening goal might be the final goal. Early days, though, a long way to play in this second half. Here's Kukone, and now Kone. Devaney, Jackson, Scanlon, Samuel's clearance. Gray gets it clear, but not very far. Jackson. It's a good ball. Here's Fletcher. Dangerous cross. City will get to it through Brits, as Wheatley couldn't trap it. You're just getting the sense now that these two teams are starting to punch holes in the opponent's defences. Here's Muir trying to do exactly that. Okeke, Funi, Muir. Funi brings in Simpson Posey. Gray under pressure from Fletcher. Manages to bring in Funi. Okeke. Ogune is there for United. Harrison clears. There's a bit of a gap there. Okeke played it too firmly, too hurriedly, and Henderson Hall can't get to it. Just a glimmer of an opportunity here, you know. The clearance goes straight to Okeke. But his attempts to find Henderson Hall were not accurate enough. There's a real feeling now that the opening goal might be imminent. Chances suddenly starting to be crafted, mistakes starting to be made. Oh, that might be a booking for Henderson Hall. Referee's coming across, and indeed it is a card for the City number 7, the first of the night. Just got it wrong, really, didn't he? Wasn't malicious, but he does catch Kone, and he can have no complaint. So Wheatley and Fletcher just wide for United. Mubama heading it over for City. All in the opening 11 minutes of the second half. And this stalemate just starting to feel as though it might alter. Question is, in whose favour? Here's Elaine. Samuel goes back to Brits. Simpson Posey. Muir. Nowhere for City to go here except backwards. Funi heading towards his own corner flag. Simpson Posey. Funi. Well, I think it was sensible to put his foot through it. And even if United do get the ball back in their possession. Here's Jackson. Back to Harrison. Murray. Williams. It's a City throw. Well, Williams has stayed down, the United number 11. Samuel, I think, just catches the back of his heel. Nothing too sinister in it. Well, City are going to make a change here. They're going to bring on Regan Heskey, who's certainly a match changer. Player full of flicks and tricks and with an eye for a goal as well. 27 he's got in total this season. 3 of them in Premier League 2. Don't think it's Fooney that's coming off. In fact, it's Henderson Hall who's coming off, having been booked. So Henderson Hall, within moments of being cautioned, is to be replaced by Regan Heskey. And a very exciting player he is. United also going to make a change. They're going to bring on Gabby Biancheri. And it's going to be Ethan Williams, who's just gone down, actually, who will make way. So, as we click into the 60th minute, both head coaches making their first alteration. Biancheri for United, Regan Heskey for the Blues. Just a reminder, extra time and penalties will settle this game if 90 minutes doesn't break them apart. Jackson, Murray, Bucconi, and now Devaney, Fletcher. Not an easy ball for Fletcher. And indeed, City get the throw. Williams having to make way after that injury. It's going to be a City throw. Fooney's going to take it just in front of his head coach. Gray back to Simpson Posey. Brits puts his foot through it. City will emerge with it. Here's Fooney. Now Heskey, Regan Heskey that is. First chance for him to have a go. He's done well. Not enough for a penalty though. Here's Scanlon. Tackled by Simpson Posey. Just don't think there's enough here to give a penalty. Good footwork, lovely trickery. Gunay did well to stop him progressing any further. City will win this back with Gray. And the referee's given a free kick, which I'm not really sure about. Ball breaks here. Gets the foul by Okeke. The referee has felt was sufficient to award United the free kick. Samuel goes back to Brits, now Funny. Simpson Puzet, and now Brits again. Finds a ball to a lane. Looking towards Heskey, Jaden Heskey that is. Guided back by Kukone, cleared by Harrison, City throw. Muir. Okeke. Muir. Mubama. Simpson Puzet. Regan Heskey. Simpson Puzet. Here's Ashton Muir, who's switched sides since that substitution earlier of Henderson Hall. Regan Heskey now attacking down the left. Here's Gray. A lane. Simpson Puzet. Still 26 minutes to go here. Regan Heskey. Now Funny. Regan Heskey. It's a good ball in. Jaden Heskey turned. Oh no, Mubama couldn't get the touch. Looked a certain goal. The Heskey brothers combining. And how close was Mubama to getting the killer touch? Oh, not enough. Not close enough. Good combination between the Heskey boys. And, well, Mubama agonisingly couldn't push it over the line. But again, more evidence that the goal that will break this deadlock is surely going to come soon. Chances now for City looking more clear-cut. Here's Samuel. Elaine. Funny. Into the gap for Mubama. Laid off to Okeke. Back he goes to Gray, through to Jaden Heskey. On towards Ashton Muir. Back he goes to Samuel. Oh, must be, surely it is! Divine Mubama gives City the lead. A goal in all three stages of the playoffs now. Scored against Liverpool, scored against Arsenal. Now he scores against United. And you had the sense that a goal was imminent. The chances have been a little more clear. And finally, Divine Mubama tucks one over the line. And with 24 minutes to play, it's City 1, United 0. Well, Mubama has come the closest prior to that to scoring. How close was he to getting the touch on the end of the Jaden Heskey knockdown about a minute earlier? Finally, he gets on the end of something. United looking for an offside. Flag stays down. And City hit the front with 24 minutes to play. Well, the chances were few and far between in the first half. They've started to ramp up in the second. United had a couple before, and then City have had 2 or 3 in this second half. And finally, through Mubama, they have hit the back of the United net. No question that the Blues were in the ascendancy. They'd started to have possession, not just in their own half, but in United's final third. And now Divine Mubama, their top scorer in Premier League 2, is on target again. The 15th time he scored this season. And he has now scored in successive playoff matches. Here's Brits. A clean sheet away from guiding City into the final. Last season was the first of the new playoff system, and Tottenham Hotspur came top of the table at the end of the regular season, went on and won the playoffs. Let's hope that lightning will strike twice. Here's Regan Heskey. Nice little mazy dribble. Just a feeling that City are in control, but it is a tight game. Simpson Pazet, he's lost it, he's got it back again. Prods it on to Regan Heskey, continues his run. On it goes to Okeke. He helps it into a lane. Now Funi. Mobama. He was fouled by Jackson. Free kick to City. Gray takes it, but the referee's not happy. And so it will have to be retaken. And another substitution. And this time it's United who are making the change. Having fallen behind, they've brought on Jack Fletcher, who is the brother of Tyler Fletcher, and who, like his brother, was also on the books of City. And he's taken the place of Devaney. So both Fletcher boys are on. Here's the other Heskey, Regan. And he wins a corner. 7 corners now City have had in this game. 21 minutes to play. City 1, United 0. Mobama with the goal. Here's Okeke. And now Gray. Works an angle. Punched away by Harrison. And the referee says there's an offside call from the far side assistant. So United free kick. Inside the last 20 minutes now. This game far from done. Fletcher prodding it up to Kone. Well played by Jaden Heskey. Now Gray's onto it. And he's lost it. The referee says let's go back for the foul on Jaden Heskey. Much to Fletcher's annoyance. Gets away from Kone, and there's the foul from Fletcher. Now there's 19 minutes to go. Lane pops it over to the near side to Regan Heskey. Chance to take on Ogune. Gets the better of him, glides past him. And then Funi hit the shot. Oh, he's tweaked a hamstring, it just looked like that. Unless it's just a bit of stiffness. Just felt something after he hit that shot, Funi. He's only 17 years old, so might just be able to get away with it, but I got the sense he maybe had a bit of cramping in the hamstring there. Keep an eye on that one. The ball's going to come down his side. United go back, and here's Jack Fletcher. Picked off well by Alain. Back it goes to Brits. Now Simpson Pazet. Gray, nicely done by him, helps it on as well. Okeke tried to push Regan Heskey down the line, but put too much on it. This is where Funi just pulled up after he hits this shot in on the near post. Watch him here. The left leg, sorry, the right leg, I beg your pardon, just feels something there. I wonder if that might be a bit of cramp, you know. It is an energy-sapping pitch, and it is really hard toil, this game. United have been tough opponents. Foul by Mobama on Fletcher. Oh, City were in. City get it back with Jaden Heskett. Can City get a second goal? Obama, score of the game's only goal. He's lost it to Fletcher and fouled him. City still have options on the bench. Seb Naylor, Divine Mukasa, Matty Warhurst. Players who can have a say if Ben Wilkinson feel it's appropriate. It's a very strong possibility, I think, that Naylor might take Funi's place if that tight hamstring becomes an issue. Forward come United with Kone. Good foot in by Samuel. Muir back defending and helping. Good driving run as well. And he went into a bit of a red cul-de-sac. United emerged with Fletcher. Good footwork from him. Keeps on running, Fletcher. Brings in Kone, who tries the shot. Oh, it didn't miss by much. Really good hit by Kone. Brits hurled himself at it full length. Couldn't get near to it. That was travelling. City's lead intact though. Brits goes long. Picked off by Ogune. Fletcher. Helped on by Scanlon. Fletcher again. Ogune. Scanlon. Tackle by Funi. Now the other Fletcher. Jack Fletcher. Helps it on to his brother Tyler. Kone. Fletcher. Now his brother. Intriguing, isn't it? Brothers on both sides. The Fletcher brothers, the Heskey brothers. At the moment, it's the Heskey brothers who lead, courtesy of the Obama goal. Jack Fletcher. Good ball. Scanlon. Tries to pick out the far post ball. And in the end, City will clear it with Simpson Posey after Biancheri couldn't quite get to it. Here is Obama. Holds the ball up well. That's part of his job. Brings in Gray. Elaine. Jaden Heskey. Just a bit of a gap opening up here. Helped on by Okeke. Now Regan Heskey. What can he do here, Regan Heskey? Tries to get away, and that's a good block by Ogune, who I think has got a bit of a bang on the knee after stopping Regan Heskey's shot. City have a corner. United have a man down. So here's the second change, Mukasa, who is a very exciting under-18 player, taking the place of Michael Okeke. Very talented young player, Divine Mukasa, a regular with the under-18s. He's got 19 goals for them. This is only his second involvement in the Premier League 2 side, the EDS. But there are optimism and high hopes that he'll be a genuine talent for City. And he has around a quarter of an hour to make an impact today. And there's his cross to the far post, which was well intended. Here's Fletcher, though, for United. Pops it into the channel, looking for Biancheri. Simpson Posey got it back. City say that that should be their throw-in before Biancheri got to the ball, and the assistant concurs. So City 1, United 0 in this Premier League 2 playoff semi-final. A place in the final awaits the winners. Too close to call at the moment as to who that might be, but City are in pole. It's tight for United in that corner. City inevitably win it back with Funny. Here's Mubama, and now Gray, and now Muir. Trying to work an angle, brings in Gray again. Funny, Regan Heskey. Worked this well, City. Funny again. Simpson-Posey. Elaine. So far, City have held firm, but you know United are going to have a chance or two before this game is done. Kukone pops it out to the captain Ogune. Good tackle by Regan Heskey. Almost broke for Scanlon. Across came Simpson-Posey. 11 minutes to play. Jack Fletcher. Tyler Fletcher. Jackson. Kukone. Goes back to the goalkeeper Harrison. Fletcher. Flicked on, one back by Simpson-Posey. Gathered in by Mokasa. Regan Heskey. So good to see so many of the under-18s now stepping up to the under-21 team and having a major say. Mukasa, 17 years old. Funny, 17 years old. Heskey, similarly. Here's Samuel, loses it. Good clearance, though, by Simpson-Posey. Put his foot through it, and rightly so. 10 minutes to go. Kukone. Well, you know United are going to get chances. They're going to have to gamble. Can City stay firm and disciplined and keep their shape, which they've done exceptionally well thus far? And Wilkinson, I'm sure, will know, will understand that his team will have to suffer to get it over the line. Kone. Just too firmly in front of Ogune. Be a City throw. Understandably, the Blues in no hurry. Funi ball in hand. Up towards Regan Heskey, cleared by Fletcher. The other brother picks it up. Now it's Kukone. Biancheri, now Scanlon. Gray goes with him. Scanlon has to go backwards. Ogune. Helped on by Jackson. Now Kukone. City's turn to work hard out of possession. United starting to dictate, as they must, in the quest for an equaliser. Here's Biancheri. Forward by Kone, cleared by Elaine. Picked up again, though, by a United player, this time Jackson. And now Ogune. United very much in control here. Pushing City backwards, moving them around the Joy Stadium. Here they come as well, opening City up. Kone on towards Wheatley, and now Scanlon, and now Ogune. The cross to the far is too firm. Fletcher will keep it in play. Worrying times these for City, make no mistake about it. United sensing the chance to equalise. Here's Fletcher. The possession stats change dramatically, but the ball is in the arms of Brits. City have had more attempts and more on target. 7 minutes to play. Samuel, Jaden Heskey, Mukasa, Funi, Mukasa, Regan Heskey takes on Ogune, onto Mukasa, cleared by Jackson, picked up by Gray. Regan Heskey, Mukasa, Funi, Jamai Simpson-Pazet. So you need a few minutes where they're in control. Here's Funi. Now Mukasa. On to Regan Heskey. Fletcher goes with him. Regan Heskey holds him off momentarily. Back it goes to Funi. Further back to Simpson-Pazet. Away from Wheatley. Lane. Jaden Heskey. Mubama. Mukasa. Samuel. Gray. Samuel. Mukasa. It's good from City, holding the ball, moving United around. Jaden Heskey, Ashton Muir, and now Samuel in a crossing position. Dangerous cross as well. Cleared, but Funi tries to get to it, but can't. Fletcher drives away. Great tackle by Gray, and he says it should be a City ball. The decision goes United's way. And another substitution for the visitors. Tommy Rowe is coming on for United, and now he is, would you believe it, 36 years old. You are allowed overage players. Tommy Rowe is a player coach. He's only recently gone from Doncaster Rovers and moved into the playing coaching role. And he comes on to steady the ship. The 36-year-old player coach, absolutely within the rules. You are allowed overage players, even though it's an under-21 competition. It's his 16th appearance in Premier League 2, Tommy Rowe. Here's Funi. Has that gone for a corner, or is it a throw by the corner flag? Difficult to tell. I think it is a corner. City's 9th, their 4th of the second half. There are 4 minutes and counting between City and the final of the end of season playoffs in Premier League 2. But they are not there yet. Regan Heskey headed away the corner, picked up by Jaden Heskey. Another good ball in. Mubama, oh, he couldn't trap it. Came at him, I don't think he was expecting it to, and it just bounced away from his shin. United escape. This game far from done. Slender 1-0 lead. Can City hold out? You know United are going to get chances. You know they're going to take more risks as the clock comes against them. Here's Gray. Blues would love a second goal. Mukasa, now Regan Heskey. He's done well, Regan Heskey. And on it goes to Mukasa. And it's gone wide by inches. He opened up his body to bend it round the goalkeeper and into the corner of the net. And he was maybe only a metre beyond putting City into the final. Agony. United still in this. City know they must still dig deep. They must still retain their discipline. It's a good ball out to Rowe. Rowe's cross cannons off the foot of Samuel. Can the 36-year-old United player coach have an influence on the game? You would think he probably will. Cleared by Gray. All hands to the pump. Obama tried to get away from Kukone, couldn't do it. Strap in your seatbelts tightly. This could be a rocky ride to full time. Here comes Kone. Extra time looming, you feel, as United go for it. Fletcher, Rowe. Jaden Heskey wins it back. Referee says he was foul. That will do nicely. Spike Brits very carefully places the ball in readiness to thump it into United territory. We're getting ever closer to the fourth official's indication as to how much more football there is left in this semi-final. Brits launches it. Obama glances it. City win it back. Will it break for Mukasa? No, it'll break for Murray. Harrison. United have given that away to Funny. Funny comes forward. Now Obama. And now Gray. And Mukasa. And Regan Heskey. And Mukasa. It's good maturity from these young players, keeping the ball, moving it around, not taking too many chances. Here's Simpson Puzena. And Obama. And Mukasa. And Gray again. It's good from City. Gray, little darting run. Finds Jaden Heskey onto Obama. Scores 2-0. Divine Obama with an impudent back heel into the goal. And in the final minutes of the 90, City book their place in the final of the end of season playoffs. It's a wonderful run from Charlie Gray. And he had the composure to help it on to Jaden Heskey, onto Obama, and just look at that. Something out of the top drawer and into the back of the United net. Well, 4 minutes has gone up on the fourth official's board. 4 minutes for United to find 2 goals and deny City a place in the final. And Divine Obama, who scored against Arsenal in the last round, twice against Liverpool in the last 16, now scores twice in the semi-final against United. And the Blues are inching closer to the final of this illustrious competition. Free kick to United, looking for a foothold in the game with seconds of the match remaining. City have it again with Jaden Heskey. Good out ball to Regan Heskey. Regan can either go at United or take it to the corner flag. Both are good options. Corner flag wins. Mukasa. No surprises as to where he's intending to go. Right by that corner flag. Was that a foul? It was. That'll be a free kick to City. The Blues are almost there. Don't underestimate the wonderful technique that City have had in these last few minutes in terms of their game management. 2 or 3 times they've had the opportunity to go at United, but have sensibly just moved the ball around, kept United guessing, and that is the scoreline, and that's how long there is to play. Looks good. Thump forward by Murray. Elaine tussling. Samuel thumping it into the sky. Elaine tries to nudge it on. City will work it out wide to Regan Heskey. Couldn't quite control it, but a few more seconds have been eaten away. Fletcher for United. Time running out for them. And that's a City throw, which will give the Blues even more opportunity to employ some game management. Well, they've got the talent, we know that. They've got incredible energy, we know that. It also seems as though they have maturity and composure within their wonderful set of skills. Good foot in by Samuel. Scanlon. Kone. Up towards Biancheri. Fletcher. It's not a bad ball. Wheatley, great tackle. Lovely foot in by Elaine. So important that he timed that to perfection. And he did. And he took a whack from Brits in the process. Probably took the wind out of his sails with seconds on the clock. Referee says to him, you might as well get to your feet because I'm going to blow the whistle in a moment. United will have time to take the corner, but not much else. Too much pushing and shoving for the referee's liking. Corner will be retaken. Biancheri and Rowe, both guilty. Here comes that corner. Headed away by Elaine. Picked up by Fletcher. Opens the angle to shoot. Here is Rowe. Teasing ball. Headed away by Mubama. And it is probably fitting that Mubama has the last touch of the game, because it's his 2 goals that have taken the Blues into the end of season playoffs final. For the final score here at the Joy Stadium, a wonderful scoreline 2. City will be in the final. City 2, United 0.